This episode is brought to you by Marvel Studios Echo. All episodes streaming January 9th, only on Hulu and Disney+. Rated TV MALV. Viewer discretion advised. Maya Lopez has betrayed her mentor, the notorious Kingpin. Now on the run, she returns to her hometown to prepare for the biggest fight of her life. Don't miss Marvel Studios' hardest-hitting series yet. An epic 5-episode event. Marvel Studios Echo. All episodes streaming January 9th, only on Hulu and Disney+.
Hello. It's so nice to see you again. I'm so glad you always come back. Please, make yourself comfortable. Would you like something to drink? Your spirit feels a little weary. Perfectionism getting you down again? Oh, don't look at me like that. You know we're old friends. Are you maybe putting a little too much pressure on yourself? Whether it's from a hypervigilance to the point of burnout, or is it that feeling of being so overwhelmed that you just freeze and feel like you can't move forward to achieve your goals? Either way, you don't feel like enough. That disappointment in yourself just eats at you. Well, I don't have a prescription pad, and they don't let me do lobotomies anymore, but maybe we can spend some time together and go on a little journey to help bring some perspective to your beautiful but clouded mind. Why don't you lie down? Let's start with some deep breathing. This is to relax both of us. Take a deep breath in and out. In all the way down to your belly and out. This one needs to be the biggest breath you've taken all day. In. Now, let it out slowly. I need you to unclench your jaw and drop your shoulders away from your ears. There's no reason for tension right now, not while you're with me. As you continue to breathe deeply, I want you to pick up one of your arms. With that hand, run its fingertips up and down your other arm. Start fingertips on fingertips and lightly move them up and down the inside of your arm, up to the crook, then up to your bicep and down again. Doesn't that feel nice? Now, turn that arm over and do the same to the outside. This is just a little self-soothing. Now continue your fingertips up your arm, across your collarbones, and let that arm rest. Let's move on to the other arm. Let my voice move through you and your fingertips to bring you comfort and maybe some goosebumps. Let your fingers dance across your own flesh. Remind yourself that you are here and you are solid and you are important. Just up and down your arms, maybe even trailing up to your neck. If this movement isn't comfortable, feel free to use both your hands to do the same to the tops of your thighs or to your belly, maybe even to your beautiful face. Now, one last thing before we go on an adventure together. I want you to take your index finger and trace into your other palm. I want you to write a word, be it something you would like more of, like strength, or empathy, or love. I want you to take that word with you through this. Keep it close. Feel the phantom touch of it while we walk this treacherous path. Keep it with you even after this. Now, close your physical eyes and open your mental ones. Are you ready? Here we go. You are standing in a forest on an overgrown path. It's the twilight hour. The forest is giving off its evening perfumes. You can smell the damp earth and the many species of flora. The day creatures are quieting to make way for the nocturnal ones. I have something I'd like to show you. Let's continue on through the brush and brambles, through the high grass and the low branches. Fireflies begin their luminescent dance. The wise owl stretches his tired wings to begin his night shift. You see up ahead that the forest opens up to a clearing. As you break through the wall of trees, you see an iron gate connected to a slouching fence. The gate is intricately decorated, and the fence is topped with iron spikes. Whatever lies inside was meant to be kept safe. Isn't it interesting how something that was once so important to warrant blacksmithing and post-digging and fence-raising is now rusted and forgotten? I suppose that's what ruins are. Once great things that were alive with people and their stories, their heartbreaks and their windfalls, and their jobs and their hobbies. Now nothing but stones and tiles that form mysteries for modern-day scientists and tourists alike. Or they become places like this, taken back by nature, never to be remembered again. But I remembered, and now I've brought you here to remember as well. The chain holding the lock onto the gate has long ago crumbled to dust. Why don't you just give it a good pull? That's the stuff. See, you're stronger than you think you are. A path is illuminated by a row of oil lanterns. Seems this place isn't as forgotten as I had thought. Follow that path. The light on the path makes the dark seem even darker, and it's impossible to see past on either side. But you swear that in between each set of lanterns that you see movement in the darkness. A mist begins to swirl around your feet, and you can no longer see the gate when you look back. And when you look forward, you see that the row of light soon ends, and nothing but darkness lies ahead. Why don't you grab one of these lanterns to carry with you? There now. Let's continue on. As you walk, the light of your lantern reveals our destination. This is a graveyard. Old and abandoned, with tombstones that date back hundreds of years. A weeping willow stands at the center, her sad branches brushing the tops of stones so overgrown with moss that the names are no longer legible. The willow doesn't weep alone. Your lantern light touches a large statue of an angel. Its eyes cast down toward the dead, its face a display of despair and anguish. One hand touches its stone cheek, as if it is still in disbelief at the passing of a loved one. Or, like it knows that everyone here has been forgotten, and it and the willow are all that are left to remember. There's something special about this particular place. Do you know the term graveyard traditionally referred to a burial ground attached to a church? There used to be one here too. It's long been reduced to ruins. The stones taken away to build another church somewhere else. Oh yes, even places of worship aren't immune to change and progress and development and expansion. Time marches on, as they say. Oh right, yes, as I was saying, this place is special. Every once in a while, one of the spirits likes to come back to wander about the grounds. There have been rumors for years about different spirits that have been spotted here. If you're lucky, you'll see more than one. Oh, look. There. In the distance. Do you see her? She glows from within with a blue-green light. A lady. She's holding a parasol and is wearing a large hat, amply decorated with flowers atop it. Her fashion looks to be that of the early turn of the century, with a pigeon-breasted, silhouetted blouse and a long skirt. Look how she strolls, as if it's a lazy Sunday in the park and not the middle of the night in a resting place for the dead. It seems she doesn't even see you. It's beginning to rain, but we can't leave yet. There's so much more to see. There. Do you see the soldier, wearing his breeches and powdered wig and dress uniform? I'd say 1700s. He looks stern and troubled, not as whimsical to look upon as the Edwardian woman, but still, it looks like he doesn't see anything but his own worries. It seems the night has blessed us with one more. Do you hear her? The melancholy tune of a child taken much too soon from this world. Do you see her yet? There, where the mist is beginning to rise to form this poor, lost spirit of a girl. Incredible, isn't it? Oh, let's not leave. Let's watch them for a while. See the elegant lady stroll about, head lifted as if waiting for her suitor to arrive at any moment. And the soldier, facing the floor, arms behind his back, planning his next attack, the weight of battle on his shoulders. And the child. She's fully formed now, wearing a gossamer white baptism gown. She looks to be searching for something, almost more aware seeming than the other two. Oh my. I think she can see you. Why don't we move toward... Lightning. It struck the ground by the willow tree. Oh no. The woman. She sees you too. Her head just snapped your way as if you set off an alarm. She too moves toward you. And the soldier is marching this way as well. Spirits thrive on energy, and I believe the lightning must have given them a jolt. They're awake. They're not lost on a track of hazy memories anymore. They want you to answer for their misery, for their loneliness. You're surrounded, my friend. Why don't you try to seek solace by the angel? The one religious item left in this God-forsaken place. Lightning never strikes twice, after all. You've run out of places to run. They've flanked you. Here they gather. 3 lost and angry spirits. Don't make any sudden moves. They're only ghosts. They can't hurt you. These spectral phantasms emit enough light for me to finally read this headstone, though. The rain has washed away the moss and... My friend, it looks as if the lightning has caved in an old grave and you've fallen in. You're tangled in broken wood and rotting silk and bones with bits of flesh and hair still clinging to them. Rain is pouring in. I'm afraid you could drown in there, and will. The ghosts lean over to watch. The angel and the willow weep. The name on this headstone, my friend, is yours.
My